and this is the first of an annual event in which the BBC Natural History Unit will push back the frontiers of wildlife filming. In this first programme, by combining the most up-to-date filming techniques with the most recent scientific knowledge, we're going to reveal something of the life of one of the least known and most awe-inspiring creatures in the ocean. You may feel that you already know something of this animal because replicas of it have been the focus of several cinema films. But the real living animal has only been seldom glimpsed, and it's only been filmed from inside the protection of underwater cages. In this film, we're going to venture beyond those cages to reveal something of the life of the great white shark. The animal glides dreamlike through its watery world and into our subconscious. It's one of the last great predators to roam free on the planet, a creature of fearful symmetry. But not for lifeless trophies. Craig Ferreira of the White Shark Research Unit assists scientists studying the white shark population along this coastline. With him is Greg Marshall of the National Geographic Society.
It's quite simple. It's widely used procedure, this, except that we're not going to hook the shark or anything. We're just going to wait for him to come up and bang it in. Shark takes off, the tag will come loose. Take the tagging pole away and that'll be left in the animal.
Now they wait for a shark to come to the bait. The popular belief that white sharks will attack anything resembling food turns out to be a myth. In reality, the white shark is often suspicious and even timid. Craig's task is to lure the shark as close to the boat as possible and plant the tag just below the dorsal fin.
Coming back.
Okay.
Back. Just get him. Oh,
so close.
Each shark reacts differently to the bait. While some are shy,
we know that this is an animal that can take us out. We're curious, we're fascinated, we're terrified of that possibility. I would rather face my terror and try to understand. I want to know this beast.
Beautiful. Point it at him.
If Greg's unique camera works, it will allow us to travel into the white shark's world for the very first time.
Okay, right there.
And when the shark swam away with it, and I saw the camera actually take and start to fly behind the animal as it's supposed to do, and fly in the right orientation as she moved away. It was really very exciting. It was a great feeling.
And now we take an incredible ride. The shark patrols just below the surface, then veers towards the bottom in a long, purposeful descent. She spends most of her time either near the surface or at the bottom, but not in between. The high dorsal fin is surprisingly flexible, and like the keel of a boat, serves to stabilize and prevent roll. She reaches the bottom. The greyish-black hide on her back provides excellent camouflage as she cruises along the seafloor. The critter cam can show us exactly where the shark likes to hunt and when it makes an attack. There, suddenly a fish appears. The shark takes off after it. Critter cam has a bumpy ride as she strikes out again. Here she's clearly fed. A piece of her meal dangles from her mouth. We catch a glimpse of another white shark. Great whites may not be the lone rogues we once thought they were. In the hunting channel at Dyer Island, they appear to move in groups. Another shark passes by, and she veers towards it. The critter cam may be revealing some social interaction taking place among the sharks. The camera has a link that dissolves in seawater. After 2 hours, the camera should pop off. But anything can happen. The shark encounters another shark, and the camera is dislodged and floats to the surface. The shark, ever curious, circles and inspects the alien object that had hitched a ride on her back. Floating on the surface, Critter cam emits a radio signal so that Greg Marshall can find it and retrieve the valuable videotape.
It's got to be right along this line.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's it, right out there.
As a remote video, Critter cam records images without human intrusion and allows us to experience events that we wouldn't ordinarily see. It may lead to a more complete understanding of the great white's behavior.
Okay, got it.
Yay! Man! Damn! Pretty baby.
Other new remote technology would reveal that the relationship of white shark and seals is far more fascinating and complicated than previously imagined. The elephant seal is not yet mature. He's only 2 to 3 years old. He's managed to survive the hazards of life at sea. And now he joins other young elephant seals who migrate every autumn to these shores. We're at the Farallones, an isolated cluster of islands in the Pacific Ocean, 27 miles off the coast of San Francisco, California. At this time of the year, the white sharks are here too. These are big ones, mature adults. They haven't been fished out here. The sharks encircle the islands, hidden in the depths, waiting. The Farallon Islands are a national wildlife refuge run by the US Fish and Wildlife Service. Off California, both seal and white shark are protected by law. Peter Pyle, a biologist for the Point Reyes Bird Observatory, manages this refuge.
Our study is unique in that we don't bait. We don't put any blood or bait in the water. Therefore, everything that we see on the shark is what they're doing on their own in a natural setting. I've probably seen a couple hundred shark attacks by now. Shark attack off Indian Head, large pool of blood. Scott, you there?
Yeah, Pete. Indian Head, huh?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Are you ready to go?
I could be down the boat in just a few minutes.
Karen, are you there?
Yeah, I gotcha. You down swim in a minute.
Pete? Yeah. Is everything set here?
You all set, Karen?
Yep.
Okay.
Ready?
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Go up, go up.
Going up.
Up.
So where is it?
It's a little bit on the Moronga side, kind of in the lee, so...
Scott Anderson is the principal white shark biologist here. He and Peter race to arrive before the attack is over.
Thanks, Karen.
Okay, Gregor, coming on down.
All right, Peter, looks like we still got a floater. It's floating a little bit off Indian Head there. A lot of blood. Gonna get out there quick, eh?
Okay, good. We'll be there in about a minute.
Okay, what's the direction from where we're headed now? Okay, I got the birds now. We're on it.
The sea is stained bright crimson with oxygen-rich elephant seal blood. The seal was killed in a massive first hit. For some reason, the shark has vanished. But it'll be back. Scott and Peter try to keep up with the shark to observe the details of the feeding process. They must maneuver as close as possible without actually getting in the shark's way.
Back up a little, Pete. Okay, she's gonna hit us here.
Okay, where is it? I can't see
She's
the
coming up
carcass.
to hit us right here. Give her room, you guys. This is a big shark.
Go in, Peter. She's about to take it. Pretty wild. That was great.
Now there are 2 great whites circling below. Scott Anderson studies the great whites in much the same way as the great whales have been studied. He attempts to get photos to identify individuals. First, he has to lure the shark up by using a shape that resembles an elephant seal. A surfboard seems to work as well as anything. This is what Scott is after. Photos of the dorsal fin and tail.
Okay, well, these are the kind of bites that we see on various objects that we put out here, surfboard in this case. And you can see the upper teeth here lay down a nice crescent-shaped bite, and they actually cut away flesh and take away a piece of the animal, whereas the bottom teeth are much sharper in a point and actually pin the prey. So the 2 sets of jaws working together are very effective at removing large pieces of flesh. You can see here each set of teeth, so the shark's actually missing 1 tooth here. They can bite clear through something like this, but they probably, as soon as they get it in their mouth, sense that it's not a seal or a sea lion, which they're usually used to eating. It's much harder, and they probably just let go as soon as they feel it. This is just a shark feeling the board.
The next challenge for Scott involves getting photos of the entire shark.
The video board is a board with a video camera in a housing that would be durable enough to withstand the impact of an attack and also remain floating.
Scott's decoy works. These were the first films of great whites underwater in California. Only rarely do they actually attack the surfboard. This inquisitive shark uses its potentially lethal jaws to gently explore the surfboard. Scar markings and differing colorations are clearly visible on these close views. Scott will use these kind of views to assist him in identifying individual sharks. The scars on the bodies of the Farallon sharks provide more clues to their social rituals. The postures and displays used to avoid direct combat do not always prevent contact. These big female sharks have what appear to be combat or perhaps mating scars. White sharks have never been observed mating, but it's likely that their sexual behavior is turbulent, to say the least.
One of the big questions is, are the same sharks coming back year after year? Everybody always thought that the sharks that were out here were the same sharks, but nobody had any evidence. It's different. Yeah, I went through this.
Down like this.
Yeah, I went through this, and it is different. It's either on the other side or it's further forward, more of a bite.
Scott and Peter sift through the available evidence to attempt to catalogue all of the individual great whites that come to the Farallons each autumn. Videos, stills, and sightings are all examined. Some suggest that hunting seals and sea lions can be dangerous for the shark.
Bite, it looks like it could be a seal or a sea lion is,
look like a shark,
bitten. Yeah.
Right. There's four
Well,
teeth.
yeah, 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top, which would be the 2 main, what are those, the canines?
How many sharks do you
Over
have?
7 years of study, up to 40 individuals have been identified. The researchers have come to know some of these returning sharks very well and have even become fond of them. One of these is a massive 18-footer named Stumpy, so called because the tip of her tail is missing.
November 5th,
We don't know where Stumpy is during most of the year, but we do know that she shows up here every autumn at the Farallones. What's more, she appears to come to the same spot to hunt. Finished. Perhaps we need to know that it still survives out there. Like the tiger in the forests of the night, the white shark is the essence of wildness. What time is it now, Mr. Wolf?